Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is to walk you all through how to write a dog park business plan. But for this video, what I want to really drill down on is the SWOT analysis segment of the dog park business plan. So the way that this video is going to work out is, first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a little bit of background about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it. From that point, we're then going to talk about the SWOT analysis, what it is, why it's important, and why you should include it in the dog park business plan. And then I'll go ahead and provide you all some examples of the SWOT analysis from the perspective of a dog park business. All right, so yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and zip through this little PowerPoint presentation. As promised, a little bit about me. Again, Paul Borosky, MBA, owner of Quality Business Plan. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. If you all do want to avoid all the fun and excitement of writing your own business plan, feel free to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to write your business plan for you. Also, I am a published author for several books published on Amazon.com in regards to business plan writing, as well as understanding financial statements. So check me out there. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor and subject matter expert in both business and finance. So that business plan is all ready to go, but those pesky numbers are giving you a hard time. Be delighted to do those pro forma financial projections for you. All right, enough about me. Let's talk about your dog park business plan, specifically the SWOT analysis. So what is a SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a tool that allows the business owner to gain a real broad understanding of the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats of their organization. Oftentimes, the SWOT analysis is going to be put into a chart, and in the top left, you're going to have the strength. The top right is going to be your weaknesses, bottom left, your opportunities, and the bottom right is going to be your threats. So that's pretty much what the SWOT analysis is it gives you a good overview of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat for an organization. So some tips and tricks when you're writing your SWOT analysis for your dog park business plan. For the strengths and weaknesses, make sure to focus on the internal aspect of your organization, things that you can control. What are some of the strengths within the organization? What are some of the weaknesses within the organization? In contrast, when you're doing your opportunities and threats, focus on the external aspect of your company. What are some opportunities in the external environment that you might be able to exploit? And what are some of the threats to your organization on an external to your company that you need to mitigate or plan for? All right, so that's what it is, and those are some tips and tricks on identifying the SWOT analysis. So let's talk about some examples of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So for your strengths, like I said, make sure to focus on the internal aspect of the organization. And a strength for a dog park could be that you have separate sections for large dogs and small dogs. Well, most dog parks, especially the public ones, people bring the dogs out, they let them go wild. And, the small dogs are chasing the big dogs, and the big dogs are running from the small dogs, and there's no segregation here. Whereas if your dog park is going to have different areas, then, that might be a strength. It might be something that's going to, separate you from your competitors. Next, what some dog parks are doing is they're providing, quote unquote, food and water for the humans. And what I mean by this is, some dog parks, they're actually a bar in disguise, or they're a coffee shop in disguise. And what they'll do is they'll provide a dog park, and one of the amenities to the dog park is they'll have a full liquor bar, or they'll serve wine and beer, or they'll serve coffee and teas. Those are things that they're drawing people in, or you're drawing people in for the dog park, but then the human component is still there. So those are a couple of the strengths that could be possible to document for your strength of your SWOT analysis. As for weaknesses, when I write my weaknesses for my clients, I really don't want to hit any really serious pressure points in the SWOT analysis. I want to keep it kind of light, some kind of weaknesses that are typical for a startup organization or typical for a dog park. For example, a dog park, a weakness might be that it's a startup company. Or it might be that another weakness for a dog park might be that there is limited equipment available for the space that the space that is available, that you can only fit so much equipment in this small of an area. And that might set up an opportunity for expansion too. So those are a couple weaknesses. You really don't want to get really down there and just a lot of pressure points. You don't want to expose too many of your nerves when you talk about your weaknesses in your SWOT analysis. Opportunities. Now we're starting to look at the external environment for the company. External environment opportunities could be you can expand to a new area. So if you build on a weakness that you're limited in space, then you can you switch it around in the opportunities. You can expand to a new area. You start your dog park. You build up your business models. You document them. You put them in a strategic, a standard operating manual. And once you have that, now you've got a turnkey operation that you can A, franchise, or you can B, go ahead and expand to new areas because you've got your business all set, ready to go. So expansion to new areas could be an opportunity. Another one could be equipment. You might be in a strip mall and the next door has become open, and you can go ahead and expand into that area right there. Well, that would be an opportunity as well. So those are a couple of the opportunities. As for threats, when you're looking at your threats for your dog park, again, don't go too deep into it, and don't expose too many nerves when you talk about your threats. So, for example, a common threat for all dog parks is going to be new entrants. You might have another dog park coming in, a mile or 2 or 3 or 4 miles down. That could be a threat. Or another threat could be that you're starting up a dog park and there's established competitors, especially the public ones that, they're free to get into. They're definitely not going to offer the services you do, but, that is an option. That is a substitution for your services. So that's another threat. But again, when you're writing your threats and when you're writing your weaknesses, try to go general, try to go broad, and think of a threat that's going to be for every dog park or a weakness to all dog parks. And those are the ones that I would go with as compared to the strengths and opportunities where you're really trying to dig deep and show that you have an understanding of your internal and external environments from your strength and your weakness, strength and your opportunities perspective. All right, so hopefully that information was helpful. So in summary, when you are doing your SWOT analysis, make sure that you have more strength than weaknesses. For example, if you list 3 or 4 items for strength for your organization, then list about 1 or 2 items for your weaknesses. You always want to show more strength than weaknesses. Same thing for opportunities and threats. You want to show, if you're going to list 4 or 5 opportunities for your SWOT analysis, then list 1 or 2 threats for your business. You want to disproportionate. You want to show more strengths and weaknesses. You want to show more opportunities than threats. So keep that structure in mind when you're writing your SWOT analysis for your dog park. And finally, if y'all do need some help writing your business plan for your dog park, you want me to do it for you, or you're looking for a business plan template that's focused on a dog park business plan, then let me know. I'd love to help. For more information, check out qualitybusinessplan.com, how to write a dog park business plan. If you do want a template to help y'all write your dog park business plan, check out my template that is customized for the dog park industry, qualitybusinessplan.com/dog park business plan template. And then finally, if y'all do want me to write a business plan, a custom business plan for your dog park, be delighted to do so. Here's my contact information, and it's my prices page is qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan prices 3. Hopefully the information was helpful, and as always, go out, make a little bit of money, and have a great day. Thank you.